Fun. Hey everybody, welcome back to That's Good Stuff. And we finish our review, our trip through the spiral of Uzumaki with episode 4, and it scared the other two guys away. Michael and Thomas are not here, so it's just me and Jared to talk about the ending. And it's Michael wanted a cohesive plot, and he finally got one, and he's not here because it pretty much follows it doesn't do that reset thing where they're like at school and then they're you know chasing monsters and stuff like that. But this one we get introduced to a new character really fast. It's like this reporter lady, and she's like driving with the crew, and they're entering the town, and then something hits them. I don't remember what hits them, but they get the two dudes are
Tornado,
dead.
wasn't it?
What do they call them? Cyclones in this one or something?
Hmm.
They get hit by a cyclone or something, and the two guys die, and she's alone. So she like wanders, and finally she meets up with our crew, with our main characters. They're still they're remember last time they were like hiding out at this house. They're not at that house anymore. They're kind of like,
They got pushed out.
yeah, they got pushed out. They're trying to find a place to stay. And there's like tornado gangs now, like call them like the butterfly gang, but then they're like, hey, we're not the butterfly gang, we're the carnivorous dragonfly gang. And there are these guys,
Jumbo dragonflies.
and there are these guys that can like they can control the cyclones now. People can like control the cyclones. They spit out cyclones and stuff like that. So they meet those guys, and then they're trying to get into a house, but the house is crowded with people. And then they open the door, and the people are like all mushed together, entwined, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't want to live there." So now we have to get out of town, and they can't get out of town because they just keep going in circles. Meanwhile, people are getting turned into snails left and right, and they start eating the snail meat. The snail people. This kind of disturbs our main character, and at the very end, they go to the bottom of the spiral because it turns out the city got turned into a giant spiral. All the houses like connect, and they go down into it, and we find out what's at the bottom of it. And that's how our show ended. So, Jared, last episode, what did you think?
Uh, at the end.
The very
Um,
end?
yeah. I didn't like the little tornado gangs.
Yeah, that was kind of silly.
I did like how they started eating the snails. That was kind of funny because they would go in the shell instead of just letting it come out.
Oh yeah, that
And then
guy. Hey, look what I can do.
I like when they try to save the brother and she's like poking it away, like he's going down the mountain.
Yeah, the poor brother
Um,
gets turned into a snail.
but I really like the end, like down there in the bottom of the spiral where there's
The
like a
ruins.
spiral ruins.
Yeah, that was cool and creepy. That was
Hmm.
probably like you said, the best part of it. There was some very bad dialogue in this episode.
Yeah,
They're
like with the
like,
gangs.
yeah, and then there's a part where they're like in the cyclone, and the main character's like, look to where I'm pointing. That is where we're going. It's like, what? Forget that you probably wouldn't be able to hear if you were in a cyclone, but I don't think she needs to be told where to look. Um, so what did you think overall of the series?
Um, it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I just don't think this story can be adapted well into a show. It's probably it's definitely a read. Like in the manga, it's creepier. It just flows better, and then it looks better. On this, it just has a weird flow, and then I didn't notice the animation issues until I watched like an Instagram video of them pointing it out, and I was like, "Dang, that is pretty bad."
Yeah.
Um, but I do like the look of it, and there were some good parts.
Yeah, like you said, the end with that little ruin thing, that was kind of interesting. Did you like how it ended? Like, no one got out. It was just like,
Yeah.
that was it.
I liked it didn't make sense, but I liked how he explained that this probably happened before it happens in cycles,
hmm
and that when the town they knew was like it was is the when it breaks the cycle um instead of the opposite, I guess. But I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of weird when she was like, and then the curse was ended because
Yeah.
because everyone was dead. Okay.
It'd be nice if like someone came upon the city and was like, "Why is there
Yeah,
something?"
what happened here? You think they could ever like make an American version of this story?
No.
No, not at all.
Uh,
I think it just
maybe.
needs someone who can write. I just,
I don't think it needs to be long though. It
yeah,
definitely needs to be a movie because any extra length would just like I don't think it'd work.
yeah, just a movie where weird stuff happens and
And I guess more grounded if they like try to make
yeah,
a movie.
yeah, okay. So that was our thoughts on Uzumaki. I don't know if you'd have to grade it, what would you give it?
Uh, Probably like a C.
Yeah, it's down there
And
somewhere.
the C is mainly the visual, like the art, not like the animation, but the art.
And then the dialogue was pretty bad in this one, but it wasn't bad in the other ones, which is kind of weird, but I don't
Mm,
know. Yeah, it's like an incomplete.
yeah.
Uh,
Maybe give it more time. I don't know if they were rushed or whatever, but
well, they kept delaying it. It's like, and you only had 4 episodes. I would like to see kind of like the background of what happened with this series because it looked like it got pretty chopped up and
I'd
it's
like to see what Junji Ito thought of it. See
yeah.
if he enjoyed this version or if he was kind of I don't think you'd ever say he's disappointed, but like see if he was super happy with it or what.
Yeah, we need some background. Tell us what happened in this series. All right, so that's gonna do it. Real fast. Since we're talking anime, we watched Bleach. We've been watching Bleach. In this episode, the newest episode that aired was pretty interesting. It gave us the backstory of the captain that's always sick.
Mm.
So, what do you think of that one?
Um, I think they changed it a little from the manga because I remember him being the right hand
hmm
of Rio, but I don't think they gave it like a backstory in the manga. I don't remember that whole like
They didn't
it
flesh
being
it
a
out.
detached like a deity for the people there. Um, it was fun seeing Aizen. It
hmm
was it was funny when he bought those sweets with what's his name because he's like, oh no, those are alcoholic.
Oh yeah, that was funny. And of course,
Um,
Aizen had to like get out of his restraints without them actually unlocking
it's,
him.
do you think I can't remember in the manga? Did you think Aizen knew about all this? Do you
Of
think he's gonna
course.
be like, I knew this was gonna happen this way? And
I like how the villain didn't know about something. He's like, "How
yeah,
come I didn't foresee this?" So that was kind of fun. Maybe Aizen's like, "I knew he wasn't gonna be able to foresee this." So
yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with Aizen. They're just gonna put him in a chair and so he can watch everything. I don't know.
And where's
uh,
Grimjow? He's still supposed to show up.
yeah, we got a lot more left. What was I gonna say? There was always theories about the sick captain, like even way back during Bleach. So I wonder if anyone was like right about it.
There's no way.
There's no way. But I always remember they go, like, "What's up with that sickly captain?" But all right,
I
so
don't
that's
like how the tears came out of the hand. If it was just like water, I'd
oh
drink
yeah,
it.
and
But
then he
if
drinks.
because it came,
That would gross you would be like, no, thank you.
visualize this better. I'm not drinking that out of your hand.
All right. right, so that's gonna do it for our review of Uzumaki and a little tiny bit of Bleach. So,
Oh, one thing about Bleach that I noticed, you know the original Kenpachi, how she was around back then,
mhm.
and the old man. How come the old man aged, but she didn't?
I don't know. She's like, what's her name from Naruto? I
I guess.
Who
Well,
was
even
that guy watching them when they were fighting?
was that not Yamamoto?
I don't know because it looked like the Soul King, and I was very confused. I was like, "Who is that dude?"
I thought that was Yamamoto and his lieutenant, that one that got like demolished when they first showed up.
Hmm.
So,
Maybe I thought it looked like the Soul King. I was all confused. I was like, "What is
oops.
going on?" Okay, so yeah, so keep up with our little snippets of Bleach. We're gonna keep watching it, so check out bonus stuff over there. That's where we usually talk about it. And throw some likes and subscribe to the channel. And also notify yourself for even more good stuff to come. And we will see you next time. Bye.